Greetings from the airport.
One thing to know about the airport security in the United States is that they are extremely thorough. They will enjoy for you to take off your shoes and to go through some machines, but I do not like to go through the machines because they kind of they close you into this little tube and they make you put your arms up and then they look at you naked and beyond in their special machine. Isn't that weird that we as people go through a machine that looks inside of us when we go on trips at the airport? It's pretty I don't like it, you know. And they have these images on file. They stay on file for a week, but who knows, you know, they could keep them for however long they want, you know. Anyway, so I prefer the pat down, and when I say I prefer the pat down, it's not because I like it. So I was in the airport and it was early in the morning, about 4 o'clock, and I said, I would like the pat down, please. So I went over there, in a, you know, aside from the line, so everybody was watching, and I had my hands out, and this 20-year-old looking, a young man in his 20s, started to bring me aside and explain what he was gonna do, because that's the process. First they tell you what they're gonna do. I'm gonna pat, you know, your whole body down using the inside of my hands, and then around your groin I'm gonna use the outside of my hands. And are you ready? Is there anything I should know? And I was like, oh yes, I'm trans, so my body's a little different. And he's like, okay. And so then he started to pat me down, and when I say my body's different, I mean that I have boobs and sort of a different package, but whatever. I was with my package there, and he was really feeling around my groin and my package, a little like whoop whoop, giving me quite the experience. But I will say that I tried to think of it as like a lovely massage, because I have not been touched all over my body very recently, so I was like, I'm just gonna enjoy it and close my eyes, and not because I think about some girl doing that. But it doesn't really work because of because you're standing up and there's a bunch of people walking around you, and you know, as soon as you open your eyes you see that it's this taller than you white young man just feeling you. And that was my experience. Just thought I'd share. But the nice thing is, you know, afterwards he's like, okay, thanks man. You know, so they're definitely trained with transgender people, and they do have to be nice about it. And I thought about, like, oh man, I'm kind of embarrassed, like I don't want to be a part of this person's experience. But when you think about it, really, this is just a few minutes in someone's day, and something they do all day long. I bet you these airport security people are more aware of how many transgender people there are in the world than me, myself, as a transgender person. So it's pretty wild to think about. But thank you for listening.